Now the sun already disappeared behind the mountains. Soon we won't see her anymore at all because we don't have sunlight for 4 months at where we live. And yeah, as you can also see behind me, the first snow has already arrived up here, so now it can happen every day that the winter fully arrives. This area here is actually not so far away from where we live. Our house is lying quite high up in the mountains already, like I think about 600 meters or so above sea level, and in this area the tree line is already at 800 meters or so. So you can actually hike to this place in a couple of hours, and it's just so beautiful here. I mean, can you hear this silence? So those of you who follow me on Instagram might know that unfortunately my camera broke down. I had to send it in and now I'm waiting eagerly for it to return. Right now I'm filming with my old DSLR, and as I always get so many questions about my cameras, I thought we could have a quick little gear talk before I tell you more about what happened in the last weeks. You probably heard this saying before: it's not about the camera, it's what you do with it. I don't really have the setup that I wish I would have, but as the question is what camera I'm having, let's start with the camera that is filming right now. So this is a Canon 80D. She is quite an old lady by now and she has been through a lot with me. I have taken her everywhere, and yeah, though she's still doing her job quite well. All my photography and also my older videos are made with this camera. I have 2 lenses for it, for traveling the 24 to 105 millimeters, and for portraits and low light situations the Sigma 30 millimeters 1.4. All my newer videos, besides of this one of course, is made with a Nikon Z50. I won it in a photo competition last winter, and though it actually wouldn't have been a camera of choice, I was really positively surprised, and you can really get quite a lot out of this camera. For this camera I have 2 lenses as well, the 16 to 50 millimeters and the 50 to 200 millimeters. But yeah, since quite some time now I have quite an urge for a proper film camera. I already started saving for it, but we will see. Until then I will just continue making the best out of what I have. And of course, last but not least, I have a DJI Mavic Pro 2 drone, which I'm really happy with. So then I wanted to tell you a little bit about what happened in the last weeks. You might have noticed that we opened up our web shop, and what happened was just almost in one day everything was sold. We still can't believe it, and yeah, we are just so grateful for all the positive response for this shop. And what just makes me more happy than anything else is that Joachim is now finally able to go full-time in his painting, and yeah, now he's able to make a living from his art, and that is just so wonderful. Ever since I know him, that was his biggest dream, and yeah, now it finally came true. We have been working on this online shop since spring this year, and suddenly everything was done. You can't imagine how nervous we were. But yeah, after testing everything 100 of times, we just made it online. Four whole days we spent packing up all the orders. I really enjoyed that, like just listening to a good audiobook and yeah, taking my time with every single order to make it look nice. I just know for myself how much I love it when I order something and it comes in packed beautifully. So we really wanted to put some love in the packaging as well.
About an hour to get everything finished so that we get to the post office in time.
Yes. Hurry up then.
Yep, sure, right. They're gonna freak out at the post office, which is why we don't want to come too late, so we come 5 minutes before it's closing.
Well, that would be so mean. You just wanted to finish. Well, we just have a few packages maybe. And yeah, now all cups, candles and paintings are on their ways to their new owners, and we are currently very busy in filling up the shop again. We will actually also have something new this time, but I think that I will show you when I'm back home. I also have to hurry up a bit because it's getting dark around here. I just love it to be so far up, like watching the cute little human world down there from above. And there's my car. I think I will make it before it's completely dark. As you can see, I'm back home, and the day that I was up in the mountains was actually in the middle of October. Today we're already in the middle of November, and I haven't been uploading a video since a little bit over a month now, and that is basically because after I was almost finished editing this video that my hard disk crashed, and yeah, that was the first time in over 10 years that something like that happened to me. I always have backups, but this time it just happened that all my material from the last 5 months was just gone. And I think everybody who has experienced something like that knows how this feels. It just feels so stupid in a way. But yeah, as I didn't only lose a whole work project, but also, of course, very precious memories, I decided to send the hard disk to some professionals, hoping that they can restore some of the data. And yeah, I don't even want to talk about the amount of money that I had to pay for this reparation. But now, after 3 weeks, I have my hard disk back, and they were actually also able to restore most of the data. And yeah, my camera is also back. Luckily this was still a warranty case, so I didn't have to pay anything for that. And yeah, so now I'm finally having all my technical equipment together again, and I'm really looking forward to find back in my rhythm again. And yeah, though of course it felt quite bad to not be able to continue with my work projects, I actually also enjoyed this kind of forced vacation quite a bit. I think everybody who is self-employed knows the state of never really having free time, because even though when I have free time my mind is circling all the time around my projects, so as this time I couldn't really do something anyways, I was actually able to forget about all these things, at least for a little while. And yeah, I started with painting again, and I also got creative with my little wooden projects, which I will show you more of in one of my next videos. Meanwhile, we have also been releasing the second collection of candle glasses, cups and oil paintings on our website. They are almost sold out as well, which is of course just so wonderful. And yeah, as I already mentioned before, we will soon also have something new in our shop, something that was highly requested, which just makes me so happy, and that is that we will start selling photo prints of my nature photography. I found a really nice print shop here in Norway. They produce high quality art prints on really beautiful paper, and I'm just so excited to share that with you. Yeah, and what else happened? We have been away for a week. We visited a really close friend of ours who is very sick at the moment, so yeah, that was a really intense time, and yeah, it touched me quite a lot, and of course still does. But yeah, now we're back home, and the winter still hasn't really arrived. It has just been really frosty and rainy in the last time, and I'm really looking forward to be more active here on YouTube again, to share the arrival of winter with you and this magical time that is now just about to come. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope that you're having a wonderful day.